Kinematical equations of motion by the graphical method, means by using the graph we derived an equations that is in earlier video we discussed about v is equal to u plus at and s is equal to ut plus half at square. These are the kinematical equations we have proved. So next we are going to prove this v square minus u square is equal to 2as, that is the third kinematical equation of motion. So in case of v square minus u square is equal to 2as, means this is relation between the velocity and displacement relation. Velocity and displacement relation. Velocity displacement relation. So from this relation we can write that here we know v is equal to u plus at, that is the first kinematical equations of motion. From that equation we can write v minus u is equal to at. By taking this u into this side, then the plus u becomes a negative u, that is v minus u is equal to at. Consider it's equation number 1. And the displacement s is equal to v plus u by 2 into t, v plus u by 2 into t, means here we can write that is average velocity, that is equal to s by t. Then from that equation s is equal to v plus u by 2 into t. So s is equal to v plus u by 2 t into, we can write this equation whenever 2 taken this side it will multiplied with s. So v plus u is equal to 2s, and whenever the t taken to this side to the is equal, then it will become a denominator, that is a v plus u is equal to 2s by t. This is equation number 2. From that relation, from the two relations, from equations 1 and 2, from equations 1 and 2, from the relations equation and 1 and 2 we can write that v minus u into v plus u, v minus u into v plus u, that is equal to, we can write at into, this is 2s by t, 2s by t. So from this is the, in case of a minus b into a plus b, in the form of a minus b into a plus b. So from the mathematical formula we can write that, we know that a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So from that, a in the a, b square is there, and b square means u square. Then by the cancelling the denominator and numerator having tt, so that's why the t both will be cancelled. We can get that 2as. This is the equation for kinematical equations of motion, third equation. By using this equation we can write that here the v square minus u square is equal to 2s. From this relation several equations can be derived in the form of, by changing the equation we can get the value for acceleration as well as displacement, like that. So from this relation we can get. So here another one, once again we know that v is equal to u plus at. From this relation we are writing that u is taken to this side, then becomes a v minus u is equal to at. Then already we know that s is equal to v plus u by 2 into t, that is the equation for the displacement. Then s is equal to v plus u by 2 into t. From this relation we can write that by taking to this side it will be multiplied, and t taken to this side, numerator in this side of this is numerator. So whenever it taken to this side it will becomes a denominator. Then v plus u is equal to 2s by t, that is considered as equation number 2. From these two equations we are multiplying two equations, v minus u into v plus u, v minus u into v plus u, that is equal to at into 2s by t, at into 2s by t. T get cancelled because of t is at the numerator and here the denominator, both will be cancelled. From this 2s into a to as. This is the relation, the third kinematical equations of motion. The next one is the fourth one, that is Sn is equal to u plus a of n minus 1 by 2. The fourth equation, there is a fourth equation. That fourth equation can be considered as when a body is moving. Consider a body is started from O with initial velocity u, and after n minus 2 seconds, after n minus 2 seconds, that point it reached to point A, and whenever it reached to point B, it n minus 1 seconds, and after traveling some distance C, it n seconds. Means the time taken to travel from initial velocity u with u is started from O to A is n minus 2 seconds, and from the time taken to A to B is n minus 1 seconds, and from B to C, that is n seconds. So from the dot we want to know this, the relation Sn means the distance at nth second. The distance at nth second is BC. The distance at nth second is BC. Just write that after reaching A, initial velocity is u. After n minus 2 seconds, object reached or body reached body at A. At n minus 1 seconds, body at B. At n seconds, body at C. This is the whenever the body started from certain traveled with n seconds to C. That is at nth second means the time it has taken that B to C be the nth second. We just want to know that the nth second, the distance traveled by an object at nth second. So that is BC is the distance traveled by object or body in a n second. At nth second, and at nth second the distance traveled by a body. So that is BC is equal to, from this point to this point the time has taken is n minus 1. And this one is n, total distance traveled n seconds. So if we deducted from this the total from the distance to the this one distance, we can get the BC, right? So to know the distance between BC from the total distance, if we deduct this one, the total distance taken the time is n seconds. The total distance taken the time is n seconds. So that's why that is we are deducting that, so then we can get that the distance at n minus 1 second, distance traveled in n seconds minus distance traveled in n minus 1 seconds. That means here, don't be confused, the BC is the distance traveled by an object at nth second. At nth second. Then the distance traveled in n seconds be the total distance. So that's why we are writing that BC is equal to distance traveled in n seconds minus distance traveled in n minus 1 second. Distance traveled by a body in n seconds from this place to the C. That is OC minus the distance is OB. From this relation we can write that we have the equation to find out the distances, that is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So from that S is equal to UT plus half AT square, we can measure the distances. That is BC. That is BC is the distance traveled at nth second. That is BC is equal to, that is OC means the distance traveled from O to B. O to C is nth second. So that's why we are substituting this. OC is equal to the distance traveled in n seconds is U. T means that is n seconds time plus of A n square. And OB means U of n minus 1 plus half A into n minus 1 whole square. So from this relation we are substituting the values in the equation, then that is BC is equal to UN plus half AN square minus of U of n minus 1 plus half A n minus 1 whole square. So we are substituting this minus symbol indicates that whenever we are multiplying inside, then we can get un plus half an square minus of un minus u plus we are multiplying this half a. It is in case of a minus b whole square in the formula in the form of a minus b whole square. So we are writing that n square plus 2n minus plus n square minus 2n plus 1. So we are multiplying total minus into inside, then un plus half an square minus un minus into minus plus u minus into plus minus 1 by 2 an square. Half a is also multiplying inside, then minus into plus minus, so minus an square, then minus half a into 2n, that is plus half an, and minus into plus minus half a minus half a. Half a is also multiplied inside and minus symbol is also multiplied inside. So from this relation we can write that here we have that half an square of half a 2n is there, half a 2n is there, so 2 get cancelled, then here minus un is there, plus un is there, and half an square minus half an square get cancelled. So the remaining will be this. Here BC is equal to u minus 1 by 2a plus an, or we can write that also we can write that u plus an minus 1 by 2a. Here is also we can write that formula. So from that formula BC means the total distance, means the distance travelled by a body at nth second. So that's why that is a Sn, the distance travelled by at nth second, Sn is equal to u plus a is both are the same in this two terms. So that's why we are taking common a of n minus 1 by 2. This is the relation. When a body is travelled to certain distance, then at the nth second, at a particular of time at the nth second, then to find out the distance of a particle, then we will use this formula. This formula also can be written as a Sn is equal to u plus of a by 2 into 2n minus 1. This is also formula for at nth second. These are the kinematical equations of motion, the proofs of the equations of motion by using the graphical method. Kinematical equations of motion of a body with a uniform acceleration, When a body started with initial velocity u, it reached at n minus 2 seconds at point A, and it reached to n minus 1 seconds at B, and it reached at n second will be C. So with initial velocity u, n minus 2 seconds at body A, and after n minus 1 seconds reached B, and at n seconds reached to C. But we want to know this to find out to verify this formula, to prove that formula. Sn means at nth second distance, the body travelled at nth second distance is BC. At nth second, this is the n minus 1 second. After n minus 1 will be the nth. So that's why the BC be the at nth second distance. So that's why here BC is the distance travelled by an object at nth second. So from that BC is equal to the total distance travelled by an object minus the total distance travelled in n minus 1 seconds. That will be distance travelled in n seconds minus the distance travelled in n minus 1 seconds. That is OC minus OB. That is BC is equal to OC minus OB. From this relation OC is equal to, we know that un plus half n is equal, because of instead of t we are writing that we are taking the number of times, right? Time taken as in n. So that's why we are mentioning that is t is equal to n in this place at OC, and here t is equal to n minus 1. So we are substituting these two equations in this equation. So here un plus half an square minus u of o, we are substituting the same formulas in this case by applying inside. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. We are expanding, then we can get that then minus and half a is multiplied inside, we can get that equations. Here 2 is common, so that's why it cancelled, remaining as a n and un plus un minus un get cancelled, half a n square plus half a n square minus half a n square get cancelled. That remaining terms are u plus half a, u plus a n minus half a, u plus a n minus half a. That is BCB, the distance travelled by an object at nth second. So that's why Sn is equal to u plus a of o, n minus 1 by 2 be the equation that has a, hence that is proved, hence proved. This is also relation between the displacement and velocity, v square minus u square is equal to 2as also, hence proved.